Hello, Capricorns. How are you? This reading is for my Capricorns, suns, moon, and rising. So if you have those placements, make sure to check out this video. This is going to give you a little look into what the energies of the year of the horse has in store for you. And if you want a little deeper dive into what this year means and what the energy of the year of the snake means that we're leaving, check out my Aquarius video that has a more in-depth deep dive of what this all means. And I didn't want to really repeat for each sign because this is now my last sign. Oh my gosh, it's 1 a.m. But I didn't want to just replicate in every single video. So check it out if you want to hear a little intro. Maybe next time I'll do like an intro video for folks to understand what this transit means. So anyways, just a quick little synopsis of what the year of the horse means. It is a quick moving year, all about forward moving momentum and new beginnings, aligning with the most authentic version of ourselves. It's flowing creativity, passion, and it really favors those that act. Not, this is not a year to plan for the best moment to do something. This year heavily favors those that continue to move and act. So keep doing what you do, Capricorns. I know I don't have to tell you that. You're always on the move, always doing amazing things. So with that being said, let us hop into your one last thing. Remember, it's 1 a.m. Bear with me. The year of the snake was all about shedding old versions of ourselves and just behaviors, situations, people. Oh, that jumped out of me. Okay. Behaviors, situations, people, patterns, anything that was toxic and holding you back from being the best version of yourself was cut that year. And oh my gosh, the cards are jumping at me, Capricorns. They have a lot to say to you. So, with that being said, with a year of shedding comes a lot of pain, emotional wounds, trauma. That was a lot of the energy that we were dealing with in the year of the snake. So now we're moving out into this powerful energy of the year of the horse. Okay. Sorry. Let me pull your last card. Do the one on top. It's screaming at me too. Let's see what we pulled. First card. Remember, this one jumped out at us right away. Emotions. And this jumped out when I was talking about the year of the snake, about cutting toxic patterns and behaviors that weren't serving us. So that might be a clue and indicator here about the emotions. But let's pause before we jump into it. The next card. Illusion. Remember, this jumped out at us. Last card. Beauty. Beauty. Okay. I'm really excited because a lot of the readings, there was obviously collective trends because, we're all influenced by each other. We're all interconnected. But these are the first times I pulled these cards, the emotions and illusion cards. So I'm very excited to see some new energy here. Okay. So for emotions, I feel, as we were talking about, the year of the snake was very traumatizing. It was very heavy. And there were a lot of emotional wounds that were not only created but deepened from old ones. And I think, for the year of the horse, Capricorn's MO, I feel a lot of you tend to avoid emotion by throwing yourself in hyperproductivity and being busy, you know, and just like being on the move. It helps you avoid all these deep festering feelings. And while, you know, that's worked for you in a lot of ways because you've been able to channel that into like successful careers and projects and things of that nature, it's left you with gaping emotional and spiritual wounds. And I think this is a reminder. The year of the snake was trying to tell you it's time. It's time to do the work here around our emotions and our emotional well-being. And I think for you, if you spend the time to get to know your emotions and hear what they're telling you, hear what your wounds need from you, you will become such a healed, great, amazing version of yourself. I think, you know, you've learned neglect, especially emotional neglect. So you don't extend yourself the grace to feel, the grace to, you know, process and just be not okay. But like in a way that like addresses the problem. Like you can't just get lost in emotions in a way where you're spiraling. You have to use these emotions to get to know yourself. You have to channel them in a productive way, like speaking with therapists, journaling, praying, meditating, working out, like really finding ways to hone the energy of these emotions to teach you things about yourself, not just to lead you deeper down a spiral. Illusion. I think Capricorns, you know, with that neglect of emotions, this neglect of emotions is only able to happen usually because you're able to create illusions for yourself, facades. And like I was saying for the other signs, the God in the universe, they're clearly communicating tonight. They are talking about what our defense mechanisms are. And I think your defense mechanism is creating illusions that you not only believe for yourself to feel like everything's okay, but that you also portray to the world. And I think, you know, you've kind of got lost in who it is you truly are, what your true desires are, what your true emotions are. And I think, you know, you need to wade through this river of illusions and find yourself back in reality and like what your circumstances really are. And this could involve like maybe you're romanticizing a situation that's actually not great, or maybe you're making a situation worse but it's actually like not as bad as it could be, or maybe you're full out lying to yourself about how you're doing and where you're at. So just do some shadow work here, get in touch with those emotions to figure out where you're creating those illusions that is, you know, blocking you from connecting with yourself and evolving to that highest version of yourself. And the last card, beauty. Okay, so for beauty, okay, I'm gonna pee real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we're back. Thank you. So once again, beauty card. So I did also pull this for the Leo placements. And essentially, you know, the lesson here is I think your emotions have been creating a lot of darkness. And I don't know if folks watching this are spiritual, but there is a lot of power behind the mind. There's a lot of power behind how the internal conditions of our well-being translate into our external conditions. So if we're not okay internally, our outside is not good. Like it's kind of like, you know, when you're severely depressed, your surroundings are chaotic and dirty and messy. It's kind of reflective of your internal state. So I think with all these emotions and with this hard baggage of the year of the snake, just bringing up so many emotional wounds, creating new issues and trauma, you are jaded and scarred and not really in a place to be accepting or giving love. And that in turn is taking away the beauty of your life and taking away your ability to think of things in an optimistic outlook and, you know, harness joy and to love others and be in good relationship. It's really, you know, as we say, like, as within, so without. What they mean, like, if you allow yourself to be too jaded to the point where you're not able to see love and beauty, then, or where you're not feeling love and not able to see the beauty in things, like, then your external environment will reflect that. And so I think, you know, the universe just wants you to get ahead of where your emotions might be creating illusions, or where you otherwise might be creating illusions that are blocking you from accessing your emotions and consequently the beauty in life. So that's what I have to say. Let's read what the people that created the deck of cards had to say. And this is my last reading, so I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I like to see what the writers of the deck had to say, the creators of the deck, because, you know, they made the cards, so they have a very intimate understanding of what the intention behind them is when they're pulled. So I feel like their message supplements my message and just leaves you with a more clear understanding of what God in the universe is trying to say to you. So with that being said, let's skip back to our first card. And if you have the memory of an ant like me, or maybe ants have good memory, maybe fly, I don't know what has the bad memory. The first card is emotions. Let's see what the book has to say. Listening to the deeper wisdom of your intuition can bring some guiding light to help you find your way through uncharted waters of illusions and delusions about life choices. Oh my gosh. And a reminder, like, this is why I love doing readings too, because I'm reminded of, like, the magic in this practice. Because there's been so many occasions where we're on a card and it verbatim uses the name of the other card. So remember, the second card we pulled for you was illusions. And this sentence, I'll read it back. Listening to the deeper wisdom of your intuition can bring some guiding light to help you find your way through uncharted waters of illusions and delusions about life choices. Jealousy, envy, anger, possessiveness, and their companions can deplete or deaden energies that you're trying to direct toward fulfilling dreams of finding either romantic tenderness or worldly success. So, once again, it's not explicitly naming this, but this is just like a theme of the collective. Our egos have been lying to us, have been creating fear in us, and have been pushing us away from our dreams and being aligned. And I think this is what's happening now, is this is talking about this jealousy, this envy, this anger, this possessiveness, these negative energy companions that have just kind of like leached themselves onto your spirit, have just been like obsessive commands of your ego. And Capricorns, like, it's slept on how intuitive y'all are. and this is speaking to it. Listen to the deeper wisdom of your intuition. So it's saying, like, silence those emotions, silence those illusions of emotions. Like, go deeper below to your intuition, to your gut. What is that telling you? That's where your true guidance is. That's where the true answers about where your life, where you want to take your life is going, is where it's at. Okay. And I think this is also a warning that these dark energy emotions are also hindering you from finding the love and success that you want in your life. And that's like one's, I think we were talking about this earlier, just like how, you know, your internal environment creates your external. So if you're constantly just like slushing in these energies of like being pissed off and just mad at the world and jealous, you aren't going to attract love and abundance and softness. You know, you need to emulate the things you want to attract first. And I think this is what it's telling you here. So connecting with positive forces such as remembering kindness, resilience, and acceptance helps you move away from being stuck in anxieties to advance forward to find healing and joy. So as much, I know it's so much easier said than done. You have to really let go of the pain from the year of the snake. Let go of those negative energies that have kind of spawned inside of you due to that trauma, because now they're blocking your current blessings and future blessings. And once you start to accept what happened and really just try to remember that, you know, even though you have all these situations, there is instances of kindness in your life. There is instances of safety in your life. There is instances of love in your life. You can, the more you hold on to this energy, it's almost like a spell. You're calling it to you. So yeah, that'll help you move away from the darkness and advance in your healing journey and to embrace more joy. Okay, some keywords for you guys. Focusing on sentiments, sensuality, learning from others, balancing the nectar of love in difficult relations, overreaction to emotions. Oh, wait, okay. Sorry. Scratch those keywords. Those were for a different card. I'm so sorry. Keywords for you. Pursuit of emotional fulfillment, searching for your preferences, not shoulds, balancing joys and sorrows, and other dualities such as attraction and avoidance, passion and dispassion, trust and jealousy. Many of these may fall anywhere along a continuum from mild to strong. They're not necessarily either or. Okay. There you go. That was the first card. Now we're going to move on to the second card we pulled for you, Cappies. Illusion as a reminder. Let's see what the book has to say. The heart knows the truth within, but it takes a quiet mind to hear its message. Filled as it is with both realities and illusion, life moves quickly toward tomorrow. Catch your dreams and dance in the rainbow of whatever realities they hold to find what makes an upbeat difference in your day-to-day existence. What makes you feel like you're being hugged by the divine as you're drinking your morning coffee or tea? Whether you hold an attitude that helps you see love in the self-reflecting looking glass of the fourth chakra, or whether you live within the opaque walls of a closed box of dogmatic beliefs that you've been taught, is up to you. One way or another, the cosmos is likely to support your living true to your imaginings. Okay, so yeah, this basically just reiterates everything we've already said. These emotions are creating illusions here. I think you know, what you've been through. And we know this of like trauma. The brain creates defense mechanisms to protect itself from future trauma. So what your brain, I feel like, might be doing is creating situations that aren't there to protect you based on what you've been through. And they're throwing you off fully. And, you know, it's saying essentially like, if you're looking for love, love will find you. If you're looking for, you know, betrayal, betrayal will find you. Like, the theme, just the resounding theme of all these readings is that what we think internally is the reality we create. So, once again, I know it's so much easier said than done, but relying on those old defense mechanisms that like make us put our walls up to every new situation and make us hold on to old behaviors and attitudes and beliefs and patterns, that is hindering us from embracing the life we deserve. So just be aware of that. Keywords for you: change, learning through experience, uncovering illusions, learning esoteric knowledge, provoking or stimulating awareness through trials, become more sensitive to the needs and intention of others. And this quote is just beautiful. I'll share it. My sun sets to rise again. Okay, that was beautiful. And the last card of your reading of the Year of the Horse, beauty. The book says, opening the heart center inspires you to wake up to seeing or sensing beauty and living your dreams without being distracted by worldly anxieties. Oh my gosh, right off the bat, you need to open up your heart. These this emotional baggage you have that is creating illusions about your reality and like false warning bells, false enemies, whatever it may be, is holding you back. Maybe that person you were like weary of might be your soulmate, might be a potential partner. Your scars are blocking you from having an open heart and being able to receive the love you deserve. So continuing, when the doorway to pure love opens, the path of grace becomes visible and you can better hear the truth of the heart. Life can become easier and more inwardly rich in each moment because your sense of what makes you happy becomes more acute. Romantic notions, heart-filling perceptions, and creature comforts contribute to your world blossoming with more beauty. If this center becomes more dominant, your connection with spirit will become more intuitive and you may sense your divine connection, especially if you meditate. So you got a homework assignment, 1, to meditate, and 2, perceive the world with heart glasses on. Be romantic. Really extend this Valentine's Day energy into your everyday world. Embody love. Feel love. Expect love everywhere you go. Be love. Allow yourself to be loved, Capricorn. And I think your life will change in ways you couldn't even imagine and will heal you and bring you so much joy and just the life and version of yourself you deserve to have and be. Okay. Keywords I'll leave you with: beauty, love, affection, passion, soul attraction, inspiration, art, music, dance, enjoyment, polishing the mirror of your sense of self. Beautiful. Okay. And with that, Capricorn, that is your reading and wraps it up for the Year of the Horse. It's my first time back. I forgot, this is not for the week, this recording. It took like 5 hours, but If this even helps one person and resonates with one person, I would say job well done. So let me know, please, in the comments if you relate to it, if it helped you in any way. I would love to hear. And please keep me posted on how the year of the horse goes for you. All right. Love you all. Good night.